morning. It's Monday, officially the first day that I go to actual school. Now I've learned something from recording with what I used to record, and that is that it's awful. And I'm sorry that my first recording, there's too many light sources. I'm sorry that my first recording sent to you was kind of the worst. Also, hopefully you could hear everything I was saying. I think I've been covering the microphone. Hold on. Yeah, so I've been covering the microphone, and I've also been holding it portrait mode. I've been using Snapchat to actually record these videos, which I've now learned is a mistake. I feel worried because I have to figure out a meal plan thing, but no one gave me instruction on how to do that, so I might just ask Jacob when he gets up. Right now I have to go to the housing department and return my temp card, and then I have to take a picture. They have ID cards, but it's kind of like the ID cards we had at the high school, where it's a photo of you smiling and then your information. I actually used the shower this morning, and weird thing kept happening. The shower itself would randomly switch to boiling hot and then right back. It was really weird. I had to every time it would do it so consistently that it was kind of like a pattern. So whenever it did it, I was washing my body, and then as soon as it did it, I'm in the back of the shower trying not to get burned, waiting for it to cool down. And then it would cool down, and then I would come back and do my thing, and then it happened again. I think it's because if you have it past a certain temperature, it kind of just does that. I don't know. I want to find out the reasons so I can not have that happen, because it's kind of annoying. But besides that, the shower works great. You're kind of forced to wash your body without the shower head on, though, because it's such a small space. Hi, I'm back here. I felt really bad about not, taking the phone out on the road and recording what I saw. Even worse when I actually went on the road, because I saw great things. For example, there was graffiti, and a lot of times graffiti's ghetto and gross, but this graffiti was colorful, and I want a tattoo of it. It was so pretty. Second thing, everyone here is pretty and gorgeous and attractive. I haven't met an ugly person, and that's kind of a wonderland. But also I'm really intimidated because I always walk around and I feel like a weird being of average. I got my card. Once again, I look can you see that? I look like a serial killer, but I never don't. So the card, it was so funny. The card actually didn't work. I got it to work. I called the housing office, and they were like, oh, it's because of the blah, 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 because there's always a blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what's on my mind. I just called Maggie, and I asked her if I can, she didn't answer, so I left her a message, and I was just explaining to her, basically, if I can, get some help with a few things. I need help, because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing for food. I think people told me what I'm supposed to be doing for this is frozen. I think people told me what I'm supposed to be doing for food, but I don't know. So I asked her about that. I also asked her how I'm getting my loans, because I haven't gotten any yet, and I'm kind of stressed about that because that means nothing's paid. I'm probably gonna start working on the video that I edited today around 1. What time is it? 10. Yeah, because I need to actually do my online classes, and I can't go out and eat, sadly, if I don't know how I'm getting food. So I guess I'm just gonna not eat. I'll be fine. I've gone longer without food. But that's definitely been a concern of mine, is the whole food aspect of this. So I just attempted to get into my class, and it didn't work at first because I wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi. And I opened actually my first summer online course, and it's the Intro to Classic Mythology course, which I'm really excited about, but I just realized that if I'm gonna do this, I need the textbooks, which means I have to get money. which means I have to go get my financial aid check right now. I have to go and get that check so I can turn it into Chase. Then I have to go to Chase, and then after that I have to go back to the financial aid office and pay off all of the loans, and then I have to use the rest of the money to go back to the bookstore across from the financial aid office, get the 2 books. Oh my gosh. College! I'm actually headed out now to go to the financial aid office and ask them about that loan thing so that I could get the money to get the books I need to actually do my classes. I put on a beanie because, haha, insecurities, would you believe it? And I have my map, my bag, everything all ready. Once I go to the financial aid office, do that, go and get my books, come back to the office, give them the rest of the things I need to give them, and then come back. I'll start the classes. Hopefully I'll be able to edit your video and finish it by 3 o'clock today. The times for those videos might vary a lot, mainly because a lot of the times I'll be busy and like I don't know if I'll like eventually after like summer classes, when I go into fall, I am gonna have to like go to classes like in person. They're not gonna be online, so my schedule's not gonna be very flexible as much as it is now anyway. Right now I can literally do whatever I want. I could like wait and do my summer classes until the very last day, until finals week, if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. But it's not going to be that flexible once fall semester starts, which means I'm going to have to actually not necessarily edit them and have them turned into you every single day at 3, but they will be turned in every day. That's a big goal of mine that I'm going to make sure happens. So they're not going to be able to get me the money until tomorrow after 1. So that's when I'm going to have to go and get it. Right now I'm headed back to the Wallace Center because I asked the lady also about food, and oh my gosh, all I had to do was walk into the hub dining room and just eat. I also, before I leave this section of the video, I got a Starbucks application. Kind of. It's not really like a normal application where you fill out a form and then they call you and then like you show up for an interview. It's actually really fast. They gave me the card and they're like, call this number and that's the interview. I don't know how it'll work around my schedule. I have to figure that out when it comes. I think I'm gonna go online and look at my fall semester and see how those classes line up and then figure it out from there. Pizza, 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 burger? Pizza, burger. I didn't exactly get everything that I wanted, but I was having a lot of anxiety about standing in line, so I kind of just got the food that I could and came down and sat. They said that my card didn't have like a meal plan on it, but they were going to give me food anyway, so I have to go back to the fitness center and figure that out, but I'm glad I could eat now. Okay. So I stopped by here, thank goodness I did, and I actually found and went to the financial aid office and talked to Maggie. Now, I don't know if I've told you about her before, but she is the best. She's my financial aid advisor for everything. She helps me with housing, she helps me with food, she helps me with books, she helps me with absolutely everything I need help with. And I went and actually spoke with her just now, and it's true. There's no summer meal plan. They don't offer a meal plan for summer students, which, you know, I got real stressed about at first, but then we talked about it and she said that she can just get me $75 cash for food. So now I have $75 for food. So this happened earlier today, but I tried swiping my card and it didn't work at all. And instead of just like beeping and telling me, you know, it didn't work, the alarm started going off. I regret getting this drink. I want to be into coffee. I really do. Because that would mean a job. I don't want to be into coffee because I like the idea of coffee. I don't like coffee. But hey, I gotta get a job somehow. About that alarm situation, I don't actually know if the alarm turned off or not. So here's basically what happened. I got to the door on the other side, on the outside of the building, and I slid my ID card and I punched in the number and the door wouldn't unlock. And I was like, why? So I tried it again and again and it still wouldn't. And I was like, I could have sworn I specifically solved this problem. But I did go around and try it again, and it still was an issue. But this time, when I went around to the inside of the hallway, I tried unlocking the door with the slide, and the alarm went off. I have no idea how those two things are correlated. Like, I didn't start a fire. I didn't pull on the fire alarm. I have no idea how they were associated with each other at all. But the alarm went off as soon as I tried to open the door. And I was just locked out and the alarm was going off. And I was like, what am I supposed to be doing? So I called the LLC right away. And they were like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the Stevenson Hall. And they were like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm on the first floor in the Wallace building at the Stevenson Hall. And they were like, where are you? And I'm like, bitch, there's a door that says Stevenson Hall on the inside, down the stairs. I don't know how to say this in any other way. So then she was like, oh, okay, I'm going to send someone there right now. What happened? And I explained that I just tried to open the door and it wouldn't work, and then the alarm went off when I tried to pull on it. And she was like, what? What door is it? And I was like, well, don't get me wrong, I've used this door before, and I've seen other people use this door, and it's always been perfectly fine. But the door does say, fire door, keep shut. And I think it means, like, don't leave it open, ever. Like, don't just leave it open, always, it closes automatically anyway, but, like, always close it. Like, make sure it's always closed. But, like, I told her I'm at a fire door, and it says to keep it closed, and she was like, you're at a fire door, and it says to keep it closed? Okay, I'm sending someone there right now. And I'm like, what? Who do you think I am? I didn't try and break in this door, like, I'm not gonna, like, go into an obviously fire escape door. That's not me. It's not a fire escape door. It's just, it says that for some reason. I actually have no idea. The locksmith guy came and he was like, I don't know how this happened. This is completely unrelated to you not being able to get in, but I'll check in with the office and see what they can do. And I'm like, okay. So he opened the door for me and I got in and I got into my room. And now I, like, don't want to leave because I don't know if I can come back in or not. But yeah, I went to the Vandal store / Starbucks that was right across from the Pittman Center, and they, like, have all of these really, really nice, like, merchandise things, but they're all, like, really expensive. I don't know, I really want one. So I figured out the ID issue. I didn't really get an explanation. All I know is that it's because my card's not up to date with the other cards, I guess. But it works now. I just went and tested it, and it's functioning with both doors. So now I don't have to wait 20 minutes to get inside of the hallway. By the time you get this, you would have seen a video in both portrait and landscape. So let me know which one you prefer, landscape or portrait, because I can do it in either. I need some more input on which one's better. I also have been listening to the same exact album for the past 2 weeks. Panic at the Disco, Pray for the Wicked has been my jam. The whole album has been my jam. Yeah, I have, like, a few favorites, but, like, even when I go through my list of favorites, I end up listing every single song on that album anyway. So the album is my favorite right now. I haven't stopped listening to it. I'm still not going to stop listening to it. And I think one of the songs that really resonates with me is, well, Dying in LA, obviously. That's the best one. But, hey, look, I made it. Because, I don't know, I always just think of my mom and how proud she is of me, of how I actually made it to college being a homeless person. So it kind of just, like, makes me feel, like, strong and prideful on the inside, but nowhere else. But yeah, I've been listening to that a lot. I think I'm actually just going to go to bed now, It's not. It's not late. It's like it's only 8:30, but I'm tired. I'm just really tired. And oh, I actually before I go, I got another job application today for Wendy's. The Wendy's here is amazing. I think I said that earlier, but it's so much better than any fast food place I've ever been to. And I've always thought that about every single Wendy's I went to. So if I work at Wendy's, I actually enjoy it. And it's not like I wouldn't enjoy working at Starbucks. I would love working at both places. But I have to figure out my scheduling and how that would work around my fall terms and all that stuff. But yeah, I got that. And I was going to write letters today, but I'm booked. I'm booked. I'm beat. And I just want to go to bed. So I think I'm going to do that. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.